My dad.
And who owned it before your dad?
My grandpa.
All new at 7, a story you'll see only on WRTV-6. A family heirloom passed down from generation to generation, creating a school picture worth much more than 1,000 words. Stay tuned for that story that will inspire you to make your own family tradition. Welcome to the news. Stranger story you will see only on WRTV-6. A simple first grade class picture at Brownsburg Elementary School has been in the works for nearly 6 decades now.
That's right. It's a story of tradition of family, all thanks in part to a 7-year-old. As the hands of time ticked away outside Reagan Elementary School a few days back, this picture, taken inside of Miss Richardson's first graders, captured time perfectly.
Her name is Miss Richardson, and she's really nice.
Brady Ghost, age 7, is right in the middle of that picture.
I was wearing my sweater, and because it would make my picture look good.
And it did make that picture look good, and it did a whole lot more than that, keeping a tradition alive for nearly 60 years and counting.
And who owned that sweater before you?
My dad.
And who owned it before your dad?
My grandpa.
It's just sort of known as the sweater. So it was a sweater that when I went into first grade, it was the first time I learned about it. This is all the way back in 1982. And at that time, I learned that both my father and his 2 brothers all wore the same sweater for their first grade picture.
The local paper where they lived in Ohio featured their story back in '82 with Chuck, his dad, and his uncles, and looked ahead to today when Chuck's son might keep that tradition alive.
When you're in first grade, that seems like a lifetime away. Then all of a sudden, here we are, a lifetime away.
Now, maybe the coolest part of Brady's story isn't just that he's wearing the sweater his dad did and grandfather did, but rather that at the age of 7 years old, Brady says he knows one day his own son will wear that sweater too.
It's been 33 years since I wore the sweater. It was 57 years when my dad wore the sweater last. So with my son, we don't know when that next time is going to be, but hopefully it does happen.
What would your dad think about this?
He would be so proud. He passed away, unfortunately, in 1999, before I got married, before I had children. So to see him, see that legacy continue and see that story continue to be told, it would just make him so, so proud.
Brady and his dad, they keep that sweater off to the side in the dresser so it doesn't get worn too much. And Brady says the best part about the sweater, beside the tradition, it's not too itchy, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's a great story. Why that sweater, though?
They have no idea. It was simply bought in a store, and that's the one that's been passed down generation to generation. He said it's a pretty nice sweater, but Dad has no idea what it's made from. Wool, cotton, no clue, but he said it definitely does the job.
That's an awesome story.
Cool to see.
Now, your storm team.